This is my question. But
From Rodrigo Snaps.
Yeah. Shameless plug. So there's what do you call it? You were talking about building a like a barbecue joint that serves beer, and wine, and maybe you do Thursday night fights. And you were thinking about naming it after. This is the Chasing Danger Saloon that we have to
Chasing Danger Saloon, right?
So, like, I mean, tell me how'd that come about?
I still am gonna open a barbecue in the town of Edgewood. I want to do like a. We get a lot of people come do this, like a beautiful area where they ride their Harleys. So I want to open like a barbecue / brewery, and I haven't decided what I'm gonna name the brewery yet, but I'm gonna name the barbecue Done Riot. So, and we'll build that whole thing. I enjoy it, you know. I think if I had all the money in the world, I would still, you know what I'd do, Rod? I would still start the job. Have somebody else maybe tighten it, button it up a little bit, and help finish it. But I'd damn sure come out there and start it.
Get 80% done?
Get 80% done.
That is your MO. 80%.
So, but I like all the hands-on building, and if you don't know, you figure it out. Like, that was probably the coolest thing with the guys building the car. Like, I'm not a car guy.
Right.
I'm not a welder. I don't know anything about it. So, like, when we had the opportunity to pull the whole front end of that car off, and I just want to see how it worked, because that's how my mind works. Like, I want to know how. Now I know. Oh, you got a 1998 4Runner? Psh, what you need done? Got it.
That's one thing that I've said about you when the first couple times I came out here was, and just watching you train and stuff, was that, like, when someone shows you something, you have a fucking memory like elephants. You, like, won't get caught the same way twice.
Sure.
You remember everything that someone teaches you. And the other day we had Jenny O'Brien out here. You went out and showed him the bees, the beehives. You would have thought that you have been raising bees your whole life. I mean, you went through the motions, bro. And from start, and you didn't tell him any different. So on the way back, he's telling me, man, that's so impressive. Like, it's crazy how he goes into this mode and, like, just starts explaining everything. So, how, I mean, like, have you always had that kind of memory where you, like, retain?
Yeah, but I think it's called a concrete learning, is what I think is what they've... The term. But you have to show me. Like, if you showed me how to shoot a pool ball correctly, I could pick it up. Now, if I had to read it, no fucking way. Like, that doesn't, like, me reading, like, doing the fire academy stuff, reading all that stuff, it doesn't, same thing with school, it doesn't register. But if the teacher gets up there and explains it, and draws it on the chalkboard, and, you know,
gives you a visual.
Gives me a visual, I can sit there like, oh, okay. She's like, you don't need notes. Like, nah, man, I got it.
Right.
Yeah, I got it. It's locked in it's locked in there. Same thing like with Jafari and Harry when we're doing jiu-jitsu and wrestling. They're like, you don't need to drill. I said, no, I got that. So I understand it. It makes sense to me. But same thing with everything, and that's why I think construction always works so good, because the guy can be like, no, this is how you do it, and I see him do it, and I'm like, oh, okay, right. Super hands-on, right? But yeah, trying to read and comprehend it, and then read and then figure it out on a test, like, it doesn't, man, that to me is really, really hard. It always has been my whole life, you know, like trying to just...
You think it's an interest thing? Is it just you just lose interest in it? Or
No.
is it just the way that you learn?
Just the way I learn. Like, for instance, on learning about the bees, if I just YouTube it and I listen and I can learn, watch and hear the guy talking. Now, if they gave me an owner's manual and I had to read, I'd be like, fuck, like, it just doesn't, me reading it just like goes in and comes out. I don't store any of it. It's crazy to me. So it's always been like that ever since I've been young.